Hello everybody, it's your boy Leak here, bringing back some more Monster Jam AMA Supercross, going to Glendale, Arizona, Phoenix, indoor stadium, so I didn't have to worry about a rain race or anything. I already made all the adjustments I needed. I went from Suzuki to Kawasaki. I put Oakley on the bike because I have a very good feeling on this racetrack that I should be able to win it if I actually am just smooth and actually know what I'm doing. So, yeah. But this is not the first take. Obviously, if it was the first take, it would have been main menu and all that jazz. But yeah, the first take got
Welcome to the University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The energy here inside the stadium is growing. The race fans are anticipating an epic round of Monster Energy AMA Supercross, an FIM World Championship competition. The riders are in the gate. It's time to go racing in the Valley of the Sun. He has the speed and is definitely the one to beat, but can he handle being in the spotlight and the pressure?
The first take got scrapped because I literally forgot to hit record. So, yeah, that's kind of why I'm feeling a little confident. Well, then again, the first take was also pretty bad. But I ended up not hitting record anyway, so let's go ahead and go into a bike setup. We're just gonna knock it down to one. And we're gonna just start this race.
The riders are lined up. The gate is about to drop. Who will get the whole shot?
I almost thought there was gonna be another button around me. Oh, I have to start the race. No, I don't even know what I was thinking. But also what I want to point out is I kind of wish that in single race events, you could choose to do these indoor stadiums on a wet track. Just to get a feel for it, you know, expedition racing doesn't have to be in the career mode, but just give it a little bit more of a pizzazz or flavoring. I don't know how we should word that, but kind of give it a fictional feel to it, you know. I know these would not happen in real life, but they'd be kind of fun to experience these. Yeah, Ontario in the wet. It's already a tougher track as it is dry for me. Okay, yeah, this probably could have made the bike a little bit looser, but as we saw in the first turn of the race, how I almost overshot it, it turned too hard to the right and I almost, you know, ended up out of bounds. But this is actually kind of real. It's not completely relaxing, but it's definitely comforting knowing that I can actually be competitive in the championship fight, where I can actually have these kind of races where I'm literally just not, you know, sitting in last place. And mind you, this is Kawasaki. I've literally been switching over from whatever the worst bike manufacturer finish was in the race, and obviously Adrian Roman didn't even bother to show up for the race. Or the game just said, nah, you didn't make it to the main event. So, yeah, I have to beat the Kawasaki one. I have to beat them. Either Kawasaki's either winning, either finishing decent, or not even showing up. There's just no in between. But then again, if I was on a, what is it, Suzuki, no Kawasaki show up, but then when I'm on a Kawasaki, no Suzuki show up. You know, come on guys, I want to see if I want to try out a Honda, I want to try out a Husqvarna. I obviously know I'm not going to be touching KTM. Because KTM just feels, you know, a cheap way in the game. Just 10 all around, except for what was it, braking, handling was a 9.8, but everything else was a 10. Or 9.5 or some crazy word. Literally, some bikes were lucky to get a single step to a 10 after, you know, the best parts that you could acquire to them. KTM just out here knocking them out, no problem. It was a perfect 10 around the board. Insane. that first one didn't, I hit record piece, that would have been more fun because I was sitting there, you know, 8th, 9th, and even Jason Anderson, Ken Rosnick, they were struggling too. We were all on the struggle bus together, but now this is just 20 minutes of me just front running. I don't know why I forgot to hit record. Now I am really checking over periodically, making sure that record is still under blue. Now when you're going to say blue, I pronounce that beep really hard. How hard I'm about to pronounce that F, and you know when I go grasp and go into shift. Joking. I actually really covered so many shifts. I would take up many shifts. Thursday I picked up a shift. I even said, hey, if you want me to, I can go shift on Monday for something like that. I quit, and I'm like, okay. I mean, honestly, I don't mind. That's why I haven't uploaded in the past 9-10 days or something like that. I just haven't had the energy or really the time. Don't want to sit down and create anything. So that's why I figured, oh, I have a night off. Shoot, I'll make a YouTube video or two. As long as, and I have to be careful, like, I don't want to do something that would be kind of frustrating where I'm sitting there doing multiple takes, so I didn't want to do any NASCAR 25. I already have 2 videos that uploaded, which ain't doing too good. And I'm like, I'll wait for a better day to do some more NASCAR 25, because I was thinking about it, I'm like, do I do another NASCAR 25 video? Because at the end of the day, it is a really fun game, and I don't care if I get, you know, no views for 7 days on that video. As long as I enjoyed it, because we had a pretty good Bristol race. And now we're going to Bristol and we're like, so let's go, boys. Alex Bowman back in the driver's seat after after being cleared from vertical. That's insane. Yeah, let's just go ahead and go to the track where it's the fastest half-mile high banks. Yeah. Made a goofy TikTok with my Alex Bowman diecast. But yeah, good to see Alex Bowman back in the car. Actually, he caught a break. He was a bye weekend for Easter, so at least he didn't miss as many races as he did. But with how bad his season started off, he practically missed the full season with only. And where am I going? I just hate to respawn. See, that's the thing. That caught me off. Even in my first take of this video, I said, "Oh, watch that catches me off guard." There we go. They caught me off guard so bad. It will be all right. That's the one thing I don't really like about this game that much is. This is a different topic, but what I'm saying is the AI consistency isn't there. Some tracks I'm sitting there struggling, and then some tracks it just feels, okay, that was just ridiculous, and I'm clipping right through the tough ball. But it just feels some tracks the AI are stupidly quick at, but then tracks like Glendale, no problem. Then again, maybe am I actually just good at the game? No, the AI are just bad. Because this is the first game that they made of Supercross. But I mean, in 2017, you would think they would kind of have a little bit better grasp on it, No, I could understand if it was 2007, 97, something like that, but 2017, then again, that was 9 years ago. And definitely a lot of things are different than they are now. Don't get me wrong, I still am enjoying this game, that's why I'm playing it. I have not played, I don't think I've ever played a game that I've videotaped, put it on YouTube that I really did not feel like playing it. Where I where I literally just said, hey, let's just see if this video gets views. I literally just said, hey, I feel like playing this game today. Let's go ahead and record it. Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna sit down and play the game. Might as well record it. And then, you know, maybe I fell out of it and just said, this game isn't as fun, I don't want to. And that was just pointless. That was unnecessary. Where I really just said, this game just isn't fun. I don't feel, that I want to go through this whole game just for the sake of going through the game if I don't enjoy it. Because what it is the people that I am going to try to, are going to be entertained, are going to be the ones that are entertained in stuff already. So I'm not trying to find the audience. The audience is going to find me. They're going to say, hey, you know what? I like motocross. I'll watch this motocross video. Or hey, I like NASCAR. I'll watch this NASCAR video. I like Monster Jam. Let's watch this Monster Jam video. I'm not trying to appeal anyone. Yes, I know a lot of YouTubers are doing NASCAR 25, but I was super late to the party that I hope the relevancy isn't up there where it's, oh, I'm just on the trend where I waited, and I'm doing something other than career mode. I'm doing really a season mode in the ARCA series. Most people are doing career modes or season modes in the Cup series. I'm down here in the ARCA series, just putting around, looking, very inexperienced. Don't know how to tune a car at all. Rim stop setup. Same thing with this game. The only thing you know how to do is lower the front end so the bike turns in a little bit more. That's really all I know how to do. I can't tell dampening and stuff like that, but I can sure make the bike turn in a little bit more. Understeer and oversteer. Loose tight. Those adjustments are really easy to feel out for me, but anything else? No. All that and acceleration, final gear ratios, definitely can feel that out. But there was one tune in NASCAR Thunder 2003 where I literally didn't even have access to YouTube at the time, and I was able to create a pretty good setup for Daytona, where it was really good for career mode. When you start with the game, if you used the stock setup, you would sit at 175 maxing out, but I was able to get the engine up to 182 on the straightaways, where you're finishing about, 37th, 38th, maybe 33rd. I'm able to put it up there in the mid-20s for your Daytona 500. Trying to use the same setup in NASCAR Thunder 2004 just doesn't hit the same exactly. It's weird. It's really just a year different, and you had to set the car a little bit different. And then I thought, oh, I know how to set up a Daytona. I'll create a quick setup for Rockingham. Didn't make a difference, not at all. I mean, I got a little creative. I said, oh, I'll just do this, that. Watch the try to give myself a little less tire wear and stuff. Because if you're gonna be sitting there running around 42nd, 43rd, trying to get creative with the pit strategy, maybe a little bit less tire wear, go longer on the tires. Wait till the car is about to run out of fuel, even though you're already 2 laps down by the time you get to your pit window. So setup really didn't matter outside of Daytona and Talladega, or until you get some upgrades in the car and you can actually start competing, and not just have hope, and not just finish the game and have hoping that the game throws you your bone and with your 1 or 2 DNFs, so you don't finish last. You just last car on track, And the worst part is, it's always cars that are miles ahead of you in the points, Jeff Gordon or Dale Sherrill will blow an engine on the body. Drivers that you have no business even competing next, and the only way you will beat them is when they DNF. I would rather have, maybe Aston Lewis or Frank Hamill or someone in that league where you're actually fighting them in the point standings to drop an engine, and you can just maybe not finish dead last in full-time drivers for your first year in the game. But it'll do that to you. And that's what I also another. That's what it's mainly praised on as NASCAR from 2003, 2004, Dirt to Dawn as well. Is just they're praised for literally being a very patient and rewarding game where you literally have to just accept the fact that your first season you're not gonna be that hot shot. You're not gonna be able to win races. You gotta just be patient. Yes, it's a video game, but you gotta just not overdrive the equipment. Just and the thing is, that's it. Kind of, I liked it too because I didn't have to be like, wow, I suck at this game. No, your equipment just ain't good. Just take care of the car. Who cares if you're putting around? Just get to the end of these races and make sure that you take care of the equipment. That's literally your first season. Just take care of the equipment, get a feel for the track, and then your second season you'll get some upgrades, get some improvements in the car, and then you can actually start racing and not just be a pushover. But that first season, if you are trying to defend all the positions you can, even though you're going to be finishing 41st, 42nd, you're going to have a ton of race car and you might DNF. And DNFing just makes year 2 even worse because, well, year 1, you're supposed to go into a lot of R&Ds, figure out, try to put your stuff equally across the board from putting engine power to fuel efficiency. You want to make it pretty even. And that's the thing, this game, I probably could come out here with a stock vehicle. I should try that one time, just go with a stock vehicle and see what happens. Because if this is fully maxed out Kawasaki on realistic AI strength, man, I wonder what happens if we use a stock vehicle. 22 second for these guys. I mean, nope. He done did it. That corner just takes up a lot of riders. Is that why I'm making him so much time? Because I'm not getting folded on that corner. Granted, it messed with me a few times. And it's funny. I say, oh, I want to challenge this career mode. Well, I should have just used a no upgraded vehicle, Suzuki and Kawasaki no upgrades. But at the same time, I kind of want to be somewhat competitive because at the end of the day, you are trying to win a championship in this career mode. And I really don't want to just have to sit here and just fire, short race, beginner AI, very easy, just get the races done just to get them done, just for that elusive SX challenge achievement. At least when I get it done while I'm videotaping. Are you gonna do it too? Yes, you are. Guys, come on. Everyone, it's not that difficult, guys. You can still get that tough block out of the road. It's literally been several laps. Wait, was that Cooper Webb up there? Is that Lily Cooper Webb? Or was that Cherry? I can't remember. Those two, they have a similar. It's because they both drive Yamahas. I think they're on the same manufacturer. Not just. I know they both drive Yamaha, but I think they're on the same team. The factory team. Also, what's kind of funny is this game, it really is a rider owner. You don't have a team you sign to. You just buy the bikes and upgrade them yourself. You're literally your own rider. You're literally the rider owner. But the only difference is you don't have to manage a pit crew. You don't have to manage any of that. You don't have to worry about repairs or going bankrupt. And you don't have to commit to some sponsors. You can literally jump from sponsor to race to race. Well, we're at the 2-minute warning. Yeah, I really wish that I did hit record on that first race because I was sitting back in 87th, just struggling to actually find something. Because I messed up this. Because I was just making so many dumb mistakes. Like, I don't find river metal. No, which is the more I say this, people are just thinking, you did it on purpose. No, I literally, I don't go into the races hopefully. Because if I really did think I needed to do some practice laps to get accumulated or acquainted with the racetrack, I would really do a practice run. I really was thinking, it's like, oh, since this is not a outdoor track, I literally have no chance at getting caught in the rain, so I don't want to do the practice run. I know this track pretty well. Now, I want to say Arlington is probably going to give me some trouble, so I probably want to do a practice lap there. Or something along those lines. Detroit for sure. Because one of my few expedition races I did on the channel, Detroit was just such a disaster for me. It was actually bad. I did all that fighting for an 11th place finish. I even made a TikTok on the finish where it's just, oh my gosh, he does it, and it just shows the results life. It took me an entire race just to catch up to 11th. And even on the last 2 laps I was fighting as if it was for the win. It's for the not last. Yeah, I don't know how I get caught up on that so much, or I'm just thinking, oh yeah, you just take a sharp right, no, you go left. You go left, right, not right, left. Good lord, why do I get so many things confused? Yeah, this race was a snooze fest. I do apologize. Kind of wish there was a bit more competition. Maybe in the next video there would be a better fight. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and visit that entire road in a second. Kind of stinks too because that first recording everyone was struggling. Nobody that was competing for a championship was up front. This could have been a really big win if everyone was stuck outside the top 5, especially with Ken Rosman sitting at 6, Jason Anderson battling for 9th, 8th or 9th with me. Man, that would have been a fun video. Just, guys, what are we doing? We're just so many mistakes, but no, we're just gonna cakewalk it. And we'll just wreck it at the end, because why not?
What a tremendous 450 main event. There are the final results after a hard-fought battle for the
30-second
victory.
win. Let's see here, we lapped up to Jason Anderson at 6th. So we did pass Chad Reed and Cooper Webb. Rough, honestly. Let's see here. So it's gonna be, I'm back on a Suzuki, it looks like. Yeah, because I was gonna say, wait, I can see in Vince Freeze or Hondas, but then I'm like, oh wait, yeah, Ken Rosnick got 3rd place, O'Sully 4th, so. I don't even know if Cole Seeley, I think he is full-time this season in this Let's Play piece. There was one time where he wasn't full-time. Okay, so 25 points for me. Okay, we'll be alright. So there's Kawasaki, KTM, Honda, Husqvarna, and then Yamaha. So yeah, that's what it starts. I'm gonna go back to Suzuki, but other than that, Yamaha was next up on the loser reel.
Fantastic effort by these riders. They put on a great show the way they battled here tonight.
I'm still 4th place in the standings, but at least I'm separating myself from 5th place. So I'm only 4 points out of it now. Yeah, see, I need to Jason Anderson, he's kinda, oh no, he has a cursed number. And Marvin Musqueen, I can't even pronounce his name right, guys. The greatest number. So we have the greatest number and the cursed number all in one video. Hey, we have 53 for Chad Reed. That's pretty cool. Cooper Webb down to, and Cooper Webb at 53. This is quite the points position. And then I think we got 8 riders full time, then part time from 9th on down to 19. 80 guys having points. And of course, Adrian Roman sitting on last place with 9 points. Because the rest of these guys haven't even competed yet. Or they haven't been selected to make it to the main event. Okay, no whole shot. That's fine. Sponsor objective. Let's go $10,000. Just for getting first place in extra bonus. That's pretty cool. Hey, 265. Let's go. Stronger than you. East Coast rules, West Coast rules. Neither of them rule. Midwest gang. Anyways, this is the Elite signing off. Stay fresh, douchebags.